God bless you. You are welcome to this channel. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 4 signs you are a seer. 4 signs you are a seer. Number 4 is my favorite point. 4 signs you are a seer. Number 4 is my favorite point. Let's go into the video. Point number 1. Your dreams always comes to pass. Whenever you have a dream, whenever you dream about somebody, it always happens the way you saw it. Many times you have ignored your dream, and everything you saw in that very dream happened in real life. It's a very big sign that your spiritual eyes is open. There is something very, very important God have deposited inside of you. There is something so rare. You can't find it in everybody. It is in 1% of the world population. You are a seer. Anytime you have a dream, you wake up from your dream and everything you saw, or 90% of the things you saw in your dreams happens. Now, whether it is positive or negative, it does not matter. But as long as many times whenever you had a dream, that thing you saw happens in the physical, it means God is taking you to a dimension. You are a great man in making. You are a great woman in making. That is a special gift you possess. What do you have to do? I want you to watch this video to the end. By that, I will tell you how to manifest what is called your gift, your mantle, the gift God have given you. Okay? Point number 2. That is what is called you are highly sensitive. That is what is called sensitivity, spiritual sensitivity. You are watching this video, pay attention to this very sign. Many people have this sign, but they don't know that they are seers. Okay? They don't know that there is a special gift they possess. When you are highly sensitive, it is a good sign. It's a prophetic sign that you are a seer. Now, a seer is not just somebody that sees things with his eyes or with her eyes. A seer is not just somebody that sees visuals. Okay? If you are a seer, you are like a mobile. Everything about you is the eyes of God. Your hands can be the eyes of God. Your heart becomes the eyes of God. Everything about you becomes the eyes by which God show you things. Now, let's come to this very point. What do I mean by being sensitive, highly sensitive? You go into an atmosphere, you walk into a house, and all of a sudden you are not comfortable. It's like this house is under a curse. It's like something is here. You can sense it, even though your eyes cannot see it, even though it is not a visual, even though it is not a vision, even though it is not a dream. But you went into a place and all of a sudden you became uncomfortable. Your spirit disliked the place. You saw somebody. This is another example. You saw somebody and you wanted to go into business with this person, but all of a sudden your sensitivity became very high that you begin to feel uncomfortable. You begin to feel insecure. There is something about that person you cannot explain, but you don't know why you are no longer comfortable around him. You don't know why you are having what is called red flags, negative signs about that very person. It is called spiritual sensitivity. Are you following? It is different from having mental pictures. It is different from having dreams. This one is talking about being sensitive. You wanted to travel. You wanted to go somewhere very important, and you have made up your mind. You told everybody, let us go, let us travel. You have called people on phone, they know you are coming. You had an invitation, you have booked your flight. But all of a sudden, something just said, don't go. You did not see anything, you did not hear any news, but all of a sudden change of mind came in. It means you are highly spiritually sensitive. This is a gift, is a sign that you are a seer. Let's go into point number 3. Point number 3 is talking about you are always drawn to the altar of prayer. Yes, the Bible says the Lord reveals to redeem. Whenever you are alone, it's like there is something that is pushing you. All of a sudden, you feel like praying. You don't know why, but it just like it came into you. Something just told you to pray for your mom. Something just told you to pray for your church, pray for your pastor, pray for your sister, pray for your brother. Something just told you to pray. You don't know what is happening, but there is something you are feeling in your spirit that is drawing you to the altar of prayer. In other words, this is a very big sign, because there is something God is giving you as a signal. Is a signal in the spirit that something negative is about to happen. Even though it is not specific, even though you did not see it with your eyes, you did not see it as a visual, it is not as a mental picture, nothing like that, but you are just drawn. All of a sudden you burst into praying in tongues. You are alone in a house. I don't know whether it happens to you. If it does happen to you, I want you to comment below. Yes, I want to see your comments. I want to know. I will give you what is called a special mentorship. Yes, from that you will begin to hear more, you will begin to see more, you will begin to prophesy. You will go to the level of prophetic. Okay, a seer can prophesy, but a prophet is different from a seer. A seer sees things to know, but a prophet hears things to know. Okay, now you see things more. How do you see things? You can see things by dreams. You can see things by what is called spiritual sensitivity. You can see things by sudden emotional change. In other words, you are being drawn to the altar of prayer. God is inviting you to pray. Yes, that is point number 3. Now let's talk about point number 4, which is my favorite point. Point number 4. That is what is called always visualize. You always visualize things. You always visualize things. Yes. If you are watching this video, many times you imagine somebody calling you on phone, and then before you know it, after a few seconds, the same person will call you. Wow, your gift is very high. You always visualize things. You thought about somebody, before you know it, you saw that person knocking on your door. You thought about somebody right now, before you know it, that person is calling you on phone, or the person is knocking on your door. Yes, it can come as a prompting in the spirit, mental pictures, visualizing things. That is what is called open vision. Open vision is part of what I'm talking about. You visualize things. It do happen to me many times. I can be alone sitting in a room. Before you know it, I see somebody coming into the room, walking into the room, asking me a particular question. Under a few seconds, it will vanish. After it vanishes, the same person I see in that vision, we walk into the same room, putting on the same clothing I saw him or her in that vision. And the most funny part of this, the person will still ask me the same question I saw him asking me in the vision. It is called visual, open vision. You always visualize things. If you always visualize things, whenever you visualize something, it always comes to pass. It always happens. It always work out at the end of everything the same way. The same way you saw it. It is a very big sign that you have what is called the calling of a seer. You have what is called the gift of a seer. Now, how do you manifest this gift? Number one is you must give yourself more to prayer. Give yourself more to the place of prayer. The place of prayer is needed in your life for you to grow. It is not everybody that is a seer that is called to start a ministry. At the same time, a seer can also called into the ministry. So if you are called into the ministry and you have the gift of a seer, the only way to develop it to a level of prophesying to people using your gift of seeing, your seer's grace, is to give yourself more to the altar of prayer. The second one is love. You must love. You must understand that God is not showing you things just to satisfy your curiosity. Okay? God is showing you things because he is looking for a man that will stand at the gap. Are you following? That is why you must love. You must have a heart to pray. You must have the heart to intercede. You must have the heart to give yourself more to God, to sacrifice yourself. Ask God, what shall I do for you? How can I serve your children? How can I serve your church? How can I serve the believers all around the world using this very gift you have given me? It takes love. You must love God. You must love the work of God. You must love your calling. You must use it to bring what is called good news. It is not to scare people. It is not to manipulate people. It is not just to become popular as a prophet, as a public figure, no. But to use it to put hope to a life that is hopeless. I believe somebody watching this video is called to become great. Yes. Thank you for watching. I want you to please like the video now. Yes, give me a thumbs up if this video is helpful to you. Subscribe to the channel right now to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching. I love you. Shalom.